Circus World was around back then. I believe that's what it was. We hit it then. I don't think it was Boardwalk in baseball yet, but we hit that park. It was just fun, man. And like every week we were hitting another park in a different city, and it was just a lot of fun. Plus they had 3 kids. It was just a good time, you know. Smoked pot with them for the first time. It was great.
How old were you at this time?
I was probably about 15. 14, 15.
Smoking pot.
Man, just a little.
Going to the Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Having one of those Mickey ice cream cones sounds like a delicious summer.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun, man.
What's your favorite ride at Disney World?
Definitely the, what's it called? Ghost Mountain, is it? Or Space Mountain?
Space Mountain.
Yeah,
there's also Haunted Mansion.
I love that, too. But the last time I went, it was so damn crowded, I really couldn't enjoy it. But I really enjoy sitting in the little car thing with the little ghost that sit next to you on top of your car. That is a lot of fun.
Greatest summer memories. We're doing the bit to start the show as we get ready for summer break. Greatest
it was a good time.
Summer memories, and I'm going to get on the live chat. I hear that we have a lot of people on the live chat, so I got to go to youtube.com. Yes, dude, youtube.com.
I did that already. Twice.
So I'm going to go to youtube.com, and then I'm going to go to the live and read. If anyone is in the chat, we will, if you have a summer memory of some kind that you want to mention in the chat, I'll read it. I do see somebody's already like, why didn't Ramo get the memo? I mean, it's already... Jesus Christ. That's the first thing I read.
Yes. I love the chat.
So I'll be keeping my eye on the chat, but
you guys are all dicks.
Let's go ahead and move
That's
on.
how I know you like me.
Let's move on to next up is going to be Tomkat.
Yo.
Tomkat, it's summertime. Now your mom hopefully your mom's not watching this show.
Don't talk about her like that.
Because
that's not right.
Your mom, if she saw you wearing a shirt that had the devil on it, I don't think she'd be very
happy, especially the mark of the number of the beast. Mom's wasn't cool. She'd immediately, if I walked in with this shirt on, the first thing she looks at is the shirt. Oh, I don't like that shirt. And then nothing else can happen.
Well, the funny
Take
thing,
that shirt off. Oh, I don't like that shirt. And she will not stop. So
I had to point out to him and Memphis both that shirt is actually a depiction of Eddie controlling the devil as a puppet.
Yeah, he did.
So it's way better, Mom.
Yeah.
See?
It's not the devil.
Eddie's not the devil.
Now you guys are tripping with that shit.
Eddie's cool.
I like this shirt.
But your mom, your mom did let you have some fun when you were a kid, although you've told me that you weren't allowed to listen to certain music, you weren't allowed to watch certain movies. So what would your mom let you do when it was summertime and it was time to let loose? What would you do?
Well, oddly enough, my summer story is about my mom and my best friend Gavin. We would go up to Maryland all the time. She would load as soon as we got out of school for summer. Boom, that day we'd go home, get in the car.
Nice.
And that Chrysler LeBaron, I think, and ride all the way up to Maryland to where my grandma lived and all my aunts and uncles. And we would just do like summer barbecues. They have a lot of crab boils, and they all have
crabs.
They have blue crabs out there. That's what everybody eats. They're Chesapeake Bay crabs. They're delicious.
There too.
They are. I heard
a lot of Old Bay, and then we have farms up there, so they have lots of corn, and then you get the fresh picked corn. You got the crab thing, and then you have July 4th, and they do fireworks. So it's fireworks over these cornfields, and it's just amazing. There's lightning bugs at night, and it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Great memory.
Being up north.
I miss those.
Yeah, being up north of the 4th of July is actually really nice because even though it's warmer in the morning, in the evenings, it's quite cool, especially to us Florida people. Being up there is nice, real nice.
Are there even lightning bugs anymore? Are they still around?
I think so. And last time I was there,
I would love to go out and be like in the field that I won't get bit by something and just be a kid and go try to catch them.
Oh, we used to do that all the time. We used to catch them all the time, put them in jars, then they light up the jar.
Yeah.
But and then the next day they'd all be dead.
We killed them all, Gentry. We catch them all and kill them all.
It was genocide.
I'm surprised he didn't stick one up his butt to see if his fart would
It's a really cool town because it's an old Civil War town, and there's a cemetery on one end of it, a cemetery on the other, and cemetery on the top of the hill.
That's scary.
It's crazy. So at night, of course, all the kids would get together and we'd play Ghosts in the Graveyard, and we would run around at night, and it was so much fun.
No wonder you're demented, bro.
So much fun.
Jeez.
Now, you I know got in a lot of trouble as a teen, Tomkat. What about when you were back in Maryland? Did you get in any trouble?
I did get in trouble one time. I stole some film at a grocery store there when we went up to visit, and I got caught.
Thomas.
I got caught stealing the film, and I had it like a Raiders jacket on. It was so puffy. I don't know how I thought I was blending in. And I stole this film. They caught me, and then they took me down to the like little Podunk Sheriff Station. It had like 2 cells in it. We were like a 1-person cell with just like the bars.
Did you say hi to Andy?
And it was exactly like a Mayberry you would imagine. And I had to sit in there and wait for my grandma and my Aunt Toots to come pick me up.
Did Don not to rescue?
And they came and picked me up. It was embarrassing as shit.
And how old were you in?
I was probably 18 or 19.
You weren't a kid. You're an adult.
Yeah, that's why they put me in the jail.
They did.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Oh, well, good thing Toots was there.
A film for
save
what?
Toots.
Film for what?
Hey, Toots, get over here and get me out of jail,
That's how they
Toots.
talk to her, too. They call her Toots, too.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Toots was the shit. She was about 4 feet tall, a firecracker.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Great summer memories.
That was fun.
I
Yeah,
love
going to jail. I can only imagine.
I love sitting here talking about good old summer memories. It's now time to hear from my man Memphis.
I love it.
What up, man?
What was going on in your summer? Does it have anything to do with
Going to jail?
any stink finger?
fuck
I mean,
you.
what was going
Fuck
on?
your ass.
Oh
man, I remember some summers that were really, really good. Like what stands out to me though, when I was a kid, between like 83 and like 87.
I stopped being gay.
No, for real. Stop playing.
83, 87.
Between
That was the
83
best
and
summer.
87, those
Yeah,
were like
yeah,
the best
yeah.
summers because me and like my brothers and sisters, we were all together and stuff like that. And
That's cool.
and we still had our dad, and it was like a lot of, even though it was a lot of chaos around us, but those summers were like the fucking best for some odd reason. We had
Nice.
so much fun. But in my adult years, I had to say it was probably 2013.
And what'd you do that summer?
It was me and my girl, my wife now, who like me and this woman that year, we did some crazy shit. We had so much fucking fun.
What's one of the
Nice.
crazy things you did? Are you able to say it on the podcast?
Yeah.
No, hell no. She'd be mad as hell. Like, why you say that? I'm like, nah.
All right.
So
Well, I mean, there's no like
No,
you went
no.
somewhere special with her.
it was
or-
like, what didn't we do besides go to jail?
Do your research.
Me and that,
Well, I
woman,
mean, I
me and
mean-
that woman is crazy. That's
Yeah.
that's
Well,
my woman. I
yeah.
love
Did you
her.
travel anywhere
Yeah,
special?
we did a
Well,
whole lot of stuff, but that's
Okay,
as
that's
far
what
as we
I'm
go.
saying.
That's all as far as we go with
You
it.
traveled a lot of places.
We done a lot
That's
of stuff.
cool.
Yeah, we did a lot
No,
of
I'm
stuff.
saying that summer. That's
And
why
we
it
wouldn't
was.
even see. We were
Did you
still,
hit a bunch of places, or was it just
no,
one special
listen,
place?
we were still dating then. We
Sure.
We wouldn't. Yeah, we were like still like
I
we
get
were
it.
like 2 years in our relationship. I think 2 or 3 years in or something like that. And yeah, and I was like, holy shit, this girl is fucking crazy like me. I like her a lot.
Yo.
Yeah, here we are.
Man, there you go, man. See,
Here we are.
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah. M-Champ.
TK.
The other
Yeah.
thing I remember in the summer was the movies. You know, you remember all the big movies that would come out in the summer. I don't know if they go to the movies anymore.
Yeah,
or
hell
if that's
yeah.
still a thing in the summertime.
I do.
I did look up to see what the summer movie blockbusters are going to be this year, which Thunderbolts Marvel movie is coming out.
I saw it.
Has that already come out
Yeah, it's
for the
come out.
summer?
Yeah,
And
it's not. It ain't doing as well as it's supposed to be. But the movie, it's a good fucking movie.
That's,
Like,
and you
it's
went and
really
seen
good.
it in the movies, right?
Hell
It
yeah.
just came out, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. I gotta go see Mission Impossible too. But yeah, the Thunderbolts is real good. It's real
Another
good.
big movie. I guess there's a new Superman. James Gunn is bringing back his Man of Steel Superman
It
movie.
looks really good, dude. That Superman. The clips that I've seen of it looks good.
Yeah,
I don't know how
Yeah.
Marvel let James Gunn get.
I haven't
away.
seen it yet.
That dude had the whole Guardians of the Galaxy, and they let him get away. Like that was so stupid.
There's only really one movie I'm waiting for, and I'm not even gonna say it because I'm sure Gentry has something to say about
What's
it.
that? What's the movie?
Come on, I actually picked him in
Jurassic
several
Park?
times. No, are they? That's right. They got a new one on. That's gonna be a good one.
Oh, that'll be good. Yeah,
yeah, that's
I
gonna
love
be a
all
good one.
those.
Yeah.
No, Spaceballs 2.
Oh, yeah.
Spaceballs.
Is that coming out this
Wait,
summer?
they
No,
bringing-
that's not coming out
hold
till
on, wait, hold on,
26
hold on, wait.
or 27.
Hold on. Wait, what you mean? They making another Spaceballs?
Yeah,
They are.
Yeah,
Get the
they
fuck
had
out
an
here. Stop
official
lying.
announcement.
Stop
like,
lying. Y'all playing.
it's not coming out until 2027. Here it is.
27, right,
30
right.
It says 38 years ago, there was only one Star Wars trilogy. But since then, there have been a prequel trilogy, a sequel trilogy, a sequel to the prequel, a prequel to the sequel, countless TV spinoffs, a movie spinoff of the TV spinoff, which is both a prequel and a sequel, Not to mention 2 Dunes, 7 Jurassic Parks, 2 Avatars. They go on and on. So they did this little.
Wow.
This is like the trailer letting you know that they have.
Holy shit, they going at them too.
This is going to be a non-prequel, non-reboot sequel, part 2 with reboot elements, is what they're saying about Spaceballs 2.
Think about this, man.
We ain't found shit.
Those writers, man, they about to kill it. Man,
Ludicrous speed.
Oh, man, this is gonna be. I can't wait.
It looks like
Holy
Bill
shit.
Pullman, who played Lone Star, he will be back
Yeah.
after 30
Oh
years.
man.
So we'll what's his name?
Rick Moranis?
Big helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord helmet.
So how old were you all when
That was 30 years ago, so I was what would that be, about 15, 14?
I was 20.
I feel like I was younger than that.
23.
Yeah, I feel like we was like 11 or 12. I don't know.
Mel Brooks is 98 years old.
Yeah,
and he's
he's old
coming
as
back
fuck.
as Yogurt. Remember, he was
Yeah.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
I hate yogurt.
I hate yogurt. That's funny.
Holy shit, man. That's great. I can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so we do have
Holy shit.
Spaceballs 2, but that's not coming to 2027.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Away.
So that's a little bit away. Mission
is.
Impossible, another movie that's coming out this summer.
I heard this.
I've never been a fan. Tiny
Well,
Tim.
The last one they
My
did,
favorite.
the last one, man, these Mission Impossible movies are really fucking good.
I've
like-
never watched them. I like Tom Cruise, but
They
I
are
never really
good.
watched.
They are good.
Like,
Are they?
like full stop.
They are
If
good.
start from the first one and work your way all the way up to where we
Okay.
are now, you're gonna be like, this
Now,
motherfucker.
do they all
is-
relate?
Yeah, a lot of them
Okay,
do, and it's
okay.
like this motherfucker Tom Cruise is crazy because he do all his own stunts. So you be like, that motherfucker really jumped from that plane and did like he really did that. This motherfucker's crazy. But man, look, watch it.
careful.
I gotta see this new one though.
We got this in the chat.
Look how big that thing looks.
This is
on.
from Logic Man in the chat. He says, I hope Mel Brooks does a Blazing Saddles too.
Oh, that'd be
Ooh.
dope, dude.
That would be
Yeah.
so dope, but they could not do it today. They could not do another.
Well,
Blazing Saddles.
wasn't the
Isn't that why it would be so good?
The
though, too?
original-
No, hell no.
um,
You racist or some shit? Hell
the
no.
The
original
first
Willy
one wasn't
Wonka.
racist.
Wasn't
No,
he in that?
No,
the
we
Gene
don't wanna
Al-
see
what's
that
his name?
again.
Oh,
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Yeah, he was
Gene
in that.
Wilder
Maybe a little
was
bit.
in it.
I never really saw Blazing Saddles. I
Oh,
know it was like
bro.
a legendary movie.
It's
What?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fucking funny, dude.
You
It's
never
very funny.
seen Blazing Saddles for real? Oh
Nah.
no, you
Oh, yeah.
you owe it to yourself to watch it. You have to watch it.
All right, I'll watch it. Over the summer break, I'll watch
Yeah,
it.
you gotta watch it. And you'll be like, what the fuck?
To wrap out the movies that you could go see on your summer break, How to Train a Dragon. I know the kids are into that one. This
Yeah.
is a live action How to Train a Dragon. Also, Jurassic
We're gonna go see
World
that.
Rebirth.
And that one.
I mean, they are trying to go with anything they can to cash in on that Jurassic Park.
too. It's like
franchise.
what Jurassic Park 12 or some shit.
I don't know. Scarlett
Like
Johansson
6.
is in it though.
Is it
That,
6?
that comes out July the 2nd. Then you got Lilo and Stitch also coming out. This
Ain't that a
summer.
live action as well?
That's a cartoon.
I
It's
don't
a- it's
even
a
know what
live
that
it
action.
is.
was,
live
but the
action
one they're
cartoon.
putting out is a live
I
action.
It is
I don't
live
know.
action.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what that is.
Live
so
action.
Lilo and Stitch. It's
It's-
an alien in it.
I don't watch
That
cartoons.
That one I
comes
don't
in
like.
like
It's
a,
too for kids. That one.
Well, it's solely for kids.
I only watch Family Guy.
You also have a
And stay
Snow
little
White.
aliens.
Snow White live action is coming. We got a lot. We
I
got
think that one already came out.
That's us porno or some shit.
Oh, yay, midgets got work again.
What?
Oh, that's a bad word. I'm sorry. Little people
Yeah,
got work
your ass
again.
in
I'm
trouble
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry.
You in trouble now.
I'm
Do you
sorry.
guys know what movie? What do you
Flog
guys,
this man.
do you guys know what summer blockbuster
Hey.
made the most money of any blockbuster of all time?
Titanic.
I'm gonna say.
I don't know that came out in the summer.
I'm gonna say the Terminator.
man.
Saturday Night Fever.
No, number one. This movie brought in $1.66
Avatar.
billion. I don't know if Avatar was summer either.
How do you know?
What is it?
The Lion King.
Oh, okay.
The Lion King.
The Lion
The
King.
original?
When it came, no, the 2019
Oh.
version. The one
The
that
one with
they just-
Beyonce?
was Beyonce in that one? I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably.
didn't she was one of the animals.
I'm sure. She looks like she's
Well,
a
or one
real
of the
animal.
lions. Nala, I think. Or
What the
she-
fuck, dude?
What?
I think she's sexy.
No,
with
she
them
was one of
legs.
the lions. Nala, I think.
Talk about her like that right
The
now.
queen.
That movie Lion King brought in $1.66 billion.
Wow.
That's a lot of bread.
Number two is Jurassic World with $1.6 billion
I went
too.
to see that.
The Avengers back in
I
2012.
went to see that.
Mhm.
Furious 7 back. I don't know what Furious 7 is. That must
Fast
be.
and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious.
Number
yeah,
7.
Yeah. Terrible. They're on
Terrible.
12
Hey,
now.
no, they're all right. They good too, man. Knock it off.
Come on.
What's your favorite summer movie of all time? Independence Day was big too.
That was a
Oh,
good
yeah.
one.
Hell
That was a
yeah.
big
Will
summer.
Smith?
Yeah.
Still like that one.
Number 2 was terrible.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to our next topic. You know, everything is all good in our world. We're excited for a nice, relaxing summer, but right now, the world is on fire.
Oh, Lord.
We've got Ukraine and Russia going at it. We've got Israel and Iran at odds.
I did everything right.
And then you got Israel and Hamas. That's been going on. I've seen a senator got shot and killed. Some fake cops are opening fire. We have a senator being detained and handcuffed at a press conference.
He was let go.
I mean,
did everything right.
it seems as though the world is on fire. Now, I know I was hoping that Donald Trump was going to clean up the war in Ukraine on day one.
I did everything right.
Stop Putin, because I thought him and Putin were boys, but that didn't happen. I thought the Israel-Hamas thing was going to tame down. It did at times, but still seems to be going. And then now, bomb Iran is what's going on.
Concepts of a plan.
So I'm slightly concerned. I don't know how much closer we have to get before, I don't even know if I want to say it, but World War III.
I don't know.
How much closer can we get? Do you have any concern, Tomkat, right now with what's going on with all the unrest around the world?
Well, not really, because I know I'm going to die at some point anyway. So, not really, but
Very grim look.
But I will say that, look, I wouldn't worry about it. They're whooping Iran up, and the only question is whether the United States is going to drop 2 bunker busters into their nuclear facility to completely destroy it, or if they're just going to let Israel go in there every so often and do the same thing they just did, which is whoop up on them and break all their stuff so they can't get their centrifuges going and kill a bunch of scientists and leaders and shit. And do that like every 5 years, or if the United States is going to get involved. That's really the only question. But I wouldn't worry about anything. We're fine.
You don't think so? I mean,
we're good. They can't hit us with any missiles from there.
Yeah.
I don't think they.
No. Our bases, our people over there.
Yeah, that's scary.
But I wouldn't be worried about that with
Our
Trump.
soldiers.
They're not going to try that.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Ray?
They might lash out after they hit the nuclear facility.
See, it seems like we could be at the doorstep of World War III. Do you think this could spill over to more involvement with the United States? If you're the U.S., would you be even getting involved in this kind of stuff?
Not necessarily. And the reason being, it seems like that part of the world, I kind of brought this up earlier, since I've been alive, goes to war every 10 years or so. They've been at war about 30 years, and they usually tend to figure it out. I think it has a lot to do more with fear than anything else. They think Iran is making nuclear bombs, and I don't know that they have the capabilities or, the people to do it. We had an agreement with them, and where we could go in and check all the time on our own. And I don't know who, but somebody fucked that up. Maybe you guys could look that up. So here we are. Am I concerned? I think eventually, no matter how long it plays out, it's going to figure itself out. It usually does. I say it's best for all the superpowers to kind of stay out of that. I know Russia is kind of a superpower and they're involved with Ukraine, but from what I understand, they're still trying to bring in Korean or North Vietnam, I don't know what, Korean troops, North Korea troops.
It was North Korea.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously they're still struggling really bad to barely beat somebody that's a tenth of their size. So I wouldn't be too much concerned about that, because I don't think it's not so much a war as it is an escalation for kind of land that has been kind of stolen. So I think they'll figure that out eventually without dropping any nukes. I think they'll figure out the Middle East without dropping any nukes. I think most things, like they typically do, will figure themselves out without us destroying the fucking planet. But get ready to pay more for shit and for shit to look bad for a while, because that's just kind of how I guess people in charge want the world to work every 15 or so years. I guess.
everything right.
Because here we are again.
Is this a topic that concerns you, Memphis, when you start hearing about, there's wars popping off all over the eastern part of the world and spilling closer and closer to the west here?
Of course, it concerns me because, I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for this. And a lot of people did. And they were told. And nobody believed. And people didn't believe and didn't believe until here we are. So yeah, I'm concerned. I'm not gonna be naive like these guys. This shit is about to already pop off. You have to be an idiot not to see that. Like, this shit is real. I've been sitting up here all day, just really getting into it because I've really tried to put it on my space for a while, and then I've been just getting caught up on some shit, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And it's like, goddamn, we have no allies.
None. We don't.
Sorry.
So there's that.
It seems like Israel is an ally.
Yeah, well.
How? This ain't even our fight. This they fight. They started it.
Israel did start the fight.
That's their problem, not ours. And people here are going to be like, what the fuck? Real quick, if we get into that shit.
Well, I know there's been drone strikes. There's been assassinations.
But that ain't
to me, both sides are like testing the limit.
But that's not
How far can we push
That's not our problem.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not for
so
war,
it don't matter,
period.
like I said, it don't matter who pushing whatever line. They can push to what they can't push no more. That is not our problem.
I'm
See, that's the thing. Like, people, you can't justify and break it down. It's simple. 1, 2, 3. Not our problem.
Well, there are some problems going on U.S. soil that we could be concern ourselves
That's
with.
A different story.
Sure.
That's a different story.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
That's a different.
Well, let's transition into
that's
this.
An internal story. No, hold on. That's an internal thing. What you talking about? That's what we have to do for us. But outside these borders, that ain't our problem. There ain't no way to twist and spin it. It's simply this and that. There's nothing you can say to that. Nobody can say anything to that. Because people quickly say, it ain't our problem. Literally, it's not our problem. But here we are.
Well, just to clear the air, I'm not naive. I pretty much said that we shouldn't be over there fucking with it.
Yeah, well, I know Trump's been on his Truth Social, letting everyone know that, he has the best military.
They're eating.
He did have a big parade. I know that the
that was the birthday of the Army, 250th birthday of our Army. And what's interesting about that is the Army is actually older than the United States because we had to have an army to win the war to form the United States.
Sure.
So it's history. It's interesting because the United
fine.
States is about to be 250 years old, but the Army had his birthday before the United States.
Now, do we celebrate our
cool.
birthday on the 4th of July, or is there another particular date in which the country itself celebrates an actual birthday?
You know what? I looked that up. I think you're right. It might be on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, our studio producers are trying to make it look as though Trump's having his military parade, and then
it's true. Who does that?
The communist countries having their military parade.
Regardless
you
of
got
what
something
it was
against
for?
the
military parade was great. It showed all the history, all the way back from the Civil War, all the way to the soldiers of today. And the soldiers that were in it were beaming with pride. Their families were there. Everyone was there. People saw them. They got to be out where the people were, and how proud were they? You could see them. Their families were proud. They were proud. The people that were there were proud. It was not bad. It was good. It was a good vibe.
I don't expect that it was supposed to be.
And it was Trump's birthday.
Like a North Korea. Yeah, that's what made it so crappy. Here's the thing. And I'll just speak from the other side. I'll just speak from the other side.
Shit,
because unless we can,
I don't understand.
that he threw it on his birthday was fucked
you
up.
guys
It
are
should have been
haters,
a different
dog.
day.
You're haters.
No.
Haters of your own country.
No. It
extra
has nothing to do
fucking
with our own country. It has to do with the fact that the guy that's in charge is using our country as his own personal fucking pillow, and that's
You
bullshit.
have some disagreements with him, but
Okay,
it's
no, that's fine. Let me
Let me say this though. Before he was even in office, you were calling him Nazi, and everyone else was was Nazi.
No,
right? Before he was even making any decisions, he was Nazi, and everyone was a Nazi.
You're wrong. The only time we started calling people Nazi
it's a little
is
loud,
when,
but I think I'm
when
right.
Elon Musk made the Nazi salute and his fucking
And that was before he was in power, and you were already
that was
calling
after
him a
he
Nazi.
won. That's what he won. We didn't call Trump shit. We called Elon that.
Wouldn't have mattered.
And if you
It doesn't
can't
matter
say
what
that
he
they're not
does. He's a
doing
Nazi.
racist shit right now, then
He's
you're
not
just fucking
racist. He's
blind.
not doing anything
Everything
racist.
they're doing is fucking racist as fuck. But that's
It's
okay.
not, though.
That's a
But
different
it's not, though.
conversation. We're gonna let it go.
They're
Let's get
upholding the
back.
law
Let's
in
go.
this country,
No, they're
which
not.
is not done over the past 4 years.
Arresting fucking people that are here legally with work visas and shit that are going
That's
to their
not
court.
what they're doing. That's not what they're doing.
Bullshit.
And can I
They're
talk?
actually
Can I
going
talk
to
while you
fucking-
wanna go-
no,
when you're done yelling?
No, because
No, go
you
ahead.
let me talk. Let me finish. They are actually going to court.
I want to see your proof when you
hearings.
finish. Show
You
it.
are-
Show the case. Show your proof. I want to see the names
Go
when you're done yelling.
anywhere on fucking Facebook.
No.
You, can
You
see
bring up the names and
videos
you show the
everywhere.
proof. You're
I
a
don't
fucking
have
liar. And let me tell you
know
this.
what we're going to talk about that.
Look,
That's
last week
bullshit.
when you guys
They
talked
have-
about that
they
fucking
have done that.
elementary was false. That is
No,
not true.
no,
That
it
has been
wasn't
debunked. There was no raid on an LA fucking elementary school. What elementary school was it?
They tried to do the raid. They wouldn't let them
Fucking
in.
bullshit.
We talked about
Not
that.
true.
We talked
Not
about that.
true.
We went through that story. Everybody said it was
Are we
proven.
yelling at
They
each
didn't
other,
actually
or
do
are
it.
we having a
Yeah,
conversation?
that's what I'm trying to do. The only thing, my
somebody's
point.
playing
Look,
You
my
started
point-
yelling first, buddy.
No, I didn't. You interrupted me talking.
Well, we got a tape of it.
My only point of it, we sure do. My only point of it was that it didn't necessarily. It shouldn't have been on his birthday. If we were going to do a parade, and if we were going to celebrate the soldiers in a parade, it should have been more of a celebration parade and not a military parade.
Are we talking
didn't
about
need
the
to-
parade or are we talking about the raid?
We're talking about the parade. That's what the initial conversation was about. The raid was already proven. They tried to do it. It didn't go through. Yeah, it didn't happen.
All right,
You're
guys,
right. It
that's
didn't.
false.
Okay,
Move on.
it didn't
Misinformation.
happen.
That never happened.
Let's move on.
Okay,
Let's move
anyways,
on.
move on.
Why don't you
Move
chat
Let's move
GPT it
on.
right now, Gentry?
No,
Chat GPT it right now. See what it says.
No,
See what it says.
Let's read
we're gonna move
let's
on.
read
Let's
from
move
the
on.
people in the chat
move
and
on.
see what the chat.
I would
has to say.
imagine you
Okay,
wouldn't
so
want to see
I
what it
can't
said
finish
either.
my point.
We'll let you
I can't finish
you
my
guys
point.
you guys can each
I'm just
finish
saying
your
that he
point.
shouldn't have did it on his birthday for one, because
You
that
already
made
said
it
that.
suspicious, right? And I just think that it should have been more of a celebratory parade and not so much a military parade. Like, have the people there. They didn't need to be in their military suits and carrying guns and all this other bullshit. It should have been like floats and fucking fun and parties and things like that. I think it would have been a little more accepting, because if you look at the history of our country, we've always kind of looked against doing shit like that, because that was the type of shit that dictators and other people did. And I'm not saying Trump trying to be a dictator and doing this, even though a lot of people will. Okay, a lot of people can say that, and they'd have ground. They'd have ground to say it. Okay, but here's the thing. All right, we've always looked down on that as a country, and I just don't think it's becoming to have that type of parade. Period. Sorry, that's just not us. It's not us.
So Ramos saying we should not have a military parade is what?
Not like
what-
that. Not like that. You know, if we won a war, something like after World War II or after World War I, you know, all our soldiers come back, and you know,
There were
the ones
times
that
they
were alive
didn't
and
get
celebrate
parades because they were spitting on them and shit.
on Vietnam. Yeah, 100%. No,
All right,
I agree with you.
Let's
and
go
they
to the
should've.
chat. Let's go to
They
the chat.
should've.
We've heard your two sides. Let's hear what
They
the
should've.
chat says here. It says the first one is there's zero problem with our country having a military parade. Teddy Roosevelt is considered one of our greatest presidents, and he sent our fleet around the entire world. Then another person said, can't listen anymore. Talk one at a time. Get a talking pillow. Then another person says it was literally the birthday of the Army and Flag Day. Just because it's the same day of his birthday, that means he shouldn't do it on the actual birthday of the Army?
Thank you, sir.
No.
Ma'am, whoever that was.
I totally understand it. I'm just saying it leaves ground for people to say shit, for people to not approve
Like
of it.
you.
But sure, because it's not something we fucking do. We shouldn't be doing a military parade. It's never been done.
We've never
Not like this.
Whatever.
Not just out of for nothing, for no reason.
It was
I mean,
the birthday of the Army
I get that.
the 250th
All right.
birthday of the Army.
Okay, I get that. Whatever you want.
and
to call
Flag
it.
Day.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
We
I'm not
just
gonna
don't
take
do
it.
that. We just don't do that.
All right, let's move on again.
Sorry for
to
yelling.
our next topic.
Yeah. But I apologize. I was just trying to say, like, we just don't do
I
it.
know we talk about these wars abroad, but now we have a war going on here in the studio slightly. But we'll move on from
It's
that.
been worse.
But
I love Tommy. I respect his opinion.
yeah, Tommy, you're all right, Tommy. I
Yeah.
love you, Tommy. Yeah, we're all good. You know,
I think
hey,
we're good.
moving on
sure.
to the next topic.
Gotta get asked to step outside here. To
Them two, yeah. All right.
So
That's
this next thing that is concerning is when you see that senators are being shot.
That's
People are dressing up like fake cops, and
Did a senator get shot?
people
I didn't
get
see
two
that.
of them.
You didn't see that?
I can't. Oh yes,
Shot
I
and
did.
killed.
All 4 of them got shot. Actually,
Well, it was
two
one-
died.
One of them.
Two senators and their spouses.
That's right. That's right. Yes. I
And
did
then
see
and
that.
then what about if we could roll the video we have? We have a video of
That's the guy. Yes, dressed as a cop. I remember.
This is the guy that was dressed up
yes. I saw that.
and shot these
Crazy
senators, and
scary.
this was in Minnesota.
Yes.
So I know Tim Walz is concerned.
That's Tampon Tim.
Tampon Tim.
Hey, leave him alone, man. He's going through some shit right now. I think we need to all stop with the bullshit because honestly, he's running that state fucking quite beautifully. So
I could say whatever I want. It's a joke.
You can't.
You
I
guys
get
have
it.
been- I
I
mean,
get it. I get it. I don't know. No, because you go off the rip and then somebody says anything about your dear leader. It's fine. I get it.
What are you talking about?
You're God.
I'm not
did
talking. What are you
everything
talking?
right.
Dude, you guys never stop talking about Trump. What are you talking about?
He
That's
knew
all you
exactly who
do.
the fuck I was talking about, and I never
Oh
mentioned
my
his name.
gosh.
Thank you.
But anyways, that's all you do is bitch about Trump. I have to deal with it every day.
I don't see no stinking
What Fox
Nazis
News?
in
You
here.
deal with him every day. That's your fault. I don't even talk to you every day, bro. What are you talking about?
All right, what about this senator that was detained? That's here on the headlines. The senator that was handcuffed at a press conference. I don't know 100% what happened, but there are conflicting reports. One say that Senator Padilla was just going up there to speak his truth and interject at the press conference. Other people say that he lunged
Let's watch the tape.
at the woman behind, and the next thing you know, he got manhandled. Let's roll the tape from the
roll the tape.
truck. Let's see it.
I think I seen part of it. It did kind of look like.
Sir, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the
It
matter
didn't look
is,
like he lunged at anybody. It just
dozen
like they
violent
kind of
criminals
snatched him up
that you're
real quick,
locating on your-
and he was trying to move forward.
Shouldn't he have been able to push them little dudes a little more, man? Them little dudes manhandled him.
He
boy.
wasn't trying to be violent.
there's
He was
3 on
just-
1,
But he was just trying to ask a question.
I'm
He
just
wasn't.
kidding.
He
I'm
probably
just
didn't
kidding.
think it was going to be like anything like that. Like had they probably told him hold on or
Now,
something. They
this is the part that's really got him mad because they made him kneel down and then lay down on his stomach. He's pissed about that.
Yeah, sure.
He cried on the Senate floor about that.
I mean, you shouldn't do that to a senator.
Well,
None of them.
he charged that Christy Nome. She's a woman. She's a high-ranking cabinet secretary.
Did you see him charged?
I'm trying not to talk over you, but you're talking over me.
No, I'm sorry.
Donald Trump got shot at, you know what I'm saying? Tried to kill him twice. So, I mean, this dude came in. He didn't have his Senate pin on. He did say his name, I saw, but by that time, they already were hands-on with him. I don't know. Like, I feel like he did it just to get on the news and
I mean,
get publicity. He could have called her. And she said,
I'll agree with you there. It may have been something for him to kind of get a little publicity, not so much for himself, but like for the situation that's going on and show like his point of view on whatever was happening. I'll give you that. But I think they went too far when they threw him to the floor and all that stuff. Like they could have just been like, hey, like she's on TV right now. You need to wait. And if he wouldn't shut the hell up, then, you slowly escort him out of the room. But that right there is just, come on, guys. Like that's a bit much.
I'll give you that. That's possible. They could have moved him over to the side and then not put him
You know
on
what
the
I'm
ground.
saying? Yeah. Just
But
like, hey,
I guess, look, cops will say you can't second guess. You're not the one in the uniform that's to sit there and you're not sure if the guy has a gun or not. So I know that that's what a lot of people would say. It's easy for us to say what they should do
100%.
as the situation's moving all fast.
I will agree with that 100%. I agree with you 100% on that. And in saying that, I think we should fund our police departments more. And instead of buying weapons of mass destruction like tanks and shit to rip into people's houses, we need to be sending these fuckers to school and psychologists and shit like that so they learn how to deal in situations like this. And we don't have situations like this anytime, anywhere. Because that's what it is. It's a lack of training. Because like you guys all said, there was 3 of them. There's no way in hell that should have got to that point. As a matter of fact, if she was on TV, that door should have been closed. Nobody should have been coming in and out of that fucking room anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If security had the lock on it, then he wouldn't have been able to lunge.
100%. He didn't lunge at her either.
He lunged a little bit.
I didn't see. I thought he was just walking up there to ask her a question, and they grabbed him and jerked him back.
And then he lunged. Watch. He lunges now. Watch.
He wasn't lunging at it.
Now,
he was trying
he's
to
gonna
just
start to
turn
lunge.
around.
Now he lunges right there. That's lunging right there.
He's just going. He's trying to push back
to
a little
talk.
bit.
Yeah. You just said, how did he not push from the 3 guys? Come on, guy. You see.
But I will say he was let go and he wasn't charged with anything and all is,
No, cool. And that's cool. But the only thing I'm saying is at the end, it was overkill.
So there's also a video of now the mayoral candidate of New York who held on to an immigrant who was being deported. And that kind of like went the same way.
That way, yeah, that got out of hand.
That just happened yesterday.
But they didn't throw. I don't think
this one right here.
They didn't throw him to the floor. They just cut him up against the wall.
They arrested him. They got him on the wall.
No, they did. They put him
him,
against the wall and arrested him. They didn't throw him on the floor or anything like that.
It
was just a crazy
I hear
situation.
that's what Project 2025 is they want to put everybody in jail.
Well, no, they're just enforcing the law. They're deporting the people who have orders to be deported.
Okay, they're going after people who are going to court to like try to win support to like get the green card and stuff. Like they're doing the right thing. And you keep saying all the time that you're down for legal fucking immigration. And it sounds to me like that's what them people legal immigration.
Yes.
And that's what it seems to me like those people are trying to do. They're not being given the chance to do the right thing. I've said it a million times on this goddamn podcast. If somebody's being a criminal, we have police, we have ICE. Soon as they commit a crime, deport them fuckers.
Have you ever heard of Sanctuary City?
Put them in our jail. Put them in our jail. Look, Sanctuary City means that immigrants can be safe there without worrying about going to jail. Criminals will still go to fucking jail if you commit crimes, okay? No. Immigration, if you come here, let's say you come here quote unquote illegally, that's the same thing as getting a fucking speeding ticket. It's a civil violation. It's not a fucking criminal violation. So you're essentially kicking these people out of the country, all right, while they're trying to go to court and pay their ticket and be good Americans and keep their fucking job, and you're just grabbing them up like fucking criminals and throwing them out when they're not. They're good people. Even Trump has said himself, the farmers and the people in the restaurant,
that's right,
they're complaining to him because there are good workers and they're good fucking people.
And he's giving them a reprieve.
And no, he's not.
Yes,
because his fucking boy said, no, fuck that. We're going to keep doing the fucking raids the way we're doing it. That little slimy fucker that he's got working.
Marco?
No, not Marco. The other little guy that looks like Dr. Evil.
Oh, you're talking about, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Stephen Miller.
Right, him. It's like, come on, man. I understand, the illegal and whatever that calls on that, like that can be debated and figured out. But when people are trying to do the right thing, and they even got Americans backing them up, that's what all these protests are for. Like, these are people in their neighborhood saying, no, like these people you're taking away are our neighbors.
Hold up.
We love them.
I believe must have some type of breaking news. Memphis is on his phone. He must be looking at something very important. There must be something breaking, as Memphis is not paying attention to the show. He is watching his phone, so it must be riveting. What is the latest, Memphis? What is going on? Tell us what the breaking news is that you broke away from the show to look at your phone. Must be breaking.
I've been sitting here by myself for like the past 15 minutes, and they were just going at it, so I sat it out. And they had no time to stop, so I was looking on how ChatGPT is really messing with people's brains, and they got a new study from Harvard.
A new study from Harvard. The breaking news, new study from Harvard. If you're on ChatGPT, you have mush brain. We're giving you the very latest here on the podcast.
So there you have it.
Done some serious squats. Oh, what the hell was that? That was a sweaty.
That got a sweaty butt
crack.
crack.
Yeah, you see that? That was disgusting.
Well, I do have some breaking news actually from the interwebs. No,
news.
The Karen Reed murder case. You know Karen Reed, the murder case?
Yeah,
She's found not guilty.
Really?
Yes, Karen Reed, not guilty. She's the woman who had the cop boyfriend, and they said she backed into him and killed him, and the police, then her defense team was saying the police squad set her up and shit, and they actually killed him. And a lot of people believed her. A lot of people thought she was, skank, and
crazy.
She's
She's
not guilty, though.
That's crazy.
Didn't they make a movie off of some shit like this?
I don't think so. Not yet.
That
Not that one.
That sounds like it's been here before, like only in the way of a movie.
It's typical. It happens.
It sounds very familiar.
It does.
Well,
yeah, I watched. No, it's a show on Netflix. I think like a miniseries.
Well, I don't know.
I've watched it.
It's something.
It's pretty crazy.
But whatever it is.
All right. Well, let's hope that if there's breaking news, we're going to give it to you. Also, another bit of news. R. Kelly. I heard that they're trying to kill him in prison. Does anybody know what's going on? He actually
OD'd.
He got rushed to Duke University.
Right.
To the hospital.
I did see that.
Alleged overdose was triggered by some kind of excessive anti-anxiety meds that were given to him in solitary confinement. That he started taking too many Xanaxes and then he freaked out. And then he was treated for blood clots for a couple of days. So I think we have the story. Roll the tape.
Breaking news this morning concerning R&B singer and convicted felon R. Kelly. Take a look at this post on X, courtesy of TMZ, in which they say that R. Kelly was reportedly rushed to the hospital from an overdose of medications in prison. TMZ also releasing an article. I do want to read you some of the reports that they have already issued here, as R. Kelly, TMZ says, is doubling down on his claim that his life is in grave danger in prison, now alleging the Bureau of Prison staff at his federal center in North Carolina purposefully gave him too much medication, causing an overdose that left him hospitalized.
So do you not know how many pills you're taking when or maybe they gave him too much milligrams? I'm not sure.
Is he getting injections or does he take pills?
I'm sure they're pills.
It's that remix injection.
I believe he needs to fly his ass on out of there, is what I would be doing. But I don't know.
Couldn't they move him to a different prison?
I'm sure they could move him around. But, hey, when you're connected at all the prisons, man. They'll take him out wherever they put him. They could put him in solitary confinement where he's by himself, I would think. But who wants to be locked up like that? I don't know.
Well, and then who are you going to scream for if they're trying to OD your ass?
I wonder how much longer. Can we look up how much longer does he have? Does he have like a life sentence? Is he in there for the rest of his life?
Probably.
I don't know if he got that much time, but I think he got 15 years.
15?
Put him in the cell with the diddler.
He's been there like 9.
I don't know if he's been there that long, but he might have been. I don't know. He might have been in there. No, he hadn't been in there for 4 years.
You guys hear me? This is
They put him in there with Diddy. Next thing you know, they have an album coming out and shit. Cell blockade. Take that. Coming out this summer.
This is the devil. This is the devil coming. And it's starting to sound really bad.
There'll be eggs missing from the commissary.
All the tricks will be on the fucking video.
They'll be like, God damn it, there's no eggs and no baby oil in commissary.
The world is coming to an end. Everybody should grab your wives, grab your kids, grab your dogs, and get out while you can.
I like it. Is this Eddie?
There's my Eddie I drew.
I like it.
Eddie from Iron Maiden, and I got a real
shit
sweaty Eddie. Oh, man. Well, it is Pride Month,
And Gentry don't even know it's showing.
That was fun. All right, well, I guess we're getting close to the end of the show here because it's now time for Tomkat's news here.
Oh, shit.
I got to turn off my metal music here so we can get to the news.
The news.
It's now time for Tomkat's not so good news. What do you got shaking out there in the wide world, Tom?
Well, you know what? This month, Gentry, since it is Pride Month again, we have the...
It's the gay of the day.
The gay of the day, baby. Today's gay of the day is Raymond Radiguet. He was born a French novelist and poet who went on to make history as one of the early openly gay literary figures of the 20th century. At just 15, he penned Le Diable et le Corpse, later followed by Les Balles du Comte d'Orgue. His work, deeply intertwined with his relationships with Jean Cocteau, played a pivotal role in modernist French literature and helped shape queer visibility in the arts. On June 18th, 1903...
Did you say Cocteau?
He is our...
That he liked Cocteau? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Cocteau. That's the guy he was hanging out with.
Oh.
That was his boy.
I stopped being gay.
All right, more historical events. This was the Battle of Waterloo back on 1815 on June 18th. The U.S. declared war on Britain back in 1812. The SALT Treaty was signed back in 1979. Notable birthdays today. Carol Kane was born in 1952. She's an American actress known for Taxi and The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, if you know that show. Also, Blake Sheldon, boys around here. He's 19. He was born in 1976. Old Blake Sheldon. Historical milestones today were women's transatlantic flight. The first one was in 1928. Special days today are International Sushi Day, International Picnic Day, Sustainable Gastronomy Day, National Splurge Day, and National Wanna Get Away Day. My first story today is about a bad chef in Melbourne, Australia. This is Melbourne chef Pietro Barbagallo. He loses it at his restaurant here, a popular Carlton eatery in Melbourne, which is of his own name here.
And date ruined.
I literally had like the chilliest food tonight and it was so spicy and I'm like, my mouth is like burning.
Chef Pietro Barbagallo overheard a customer complaining about his meal.
Why are you yelling at me?
It's my house.
Oh my God, this is
what you're doing.
This is so abusive. Oh my God.
Seriously?
The situation quickly escalated.
You get out, you get out, you get out, you get out
Oh
now.
my God, that is disgusting.
Yeah, get the fuck out. You don't like it? This is my kitchen.
Really?
Yeah, apparently they were like some influencers and they were taking videos saying the pasta was too spicy and he caught him and he lost his shit.
I saw that
Good
people.
for him.
I
Good
saw
for him.
people are doing that more and more when they go out to eat. If somebody starts, acting bad, like a waiter or a manager, they just, roll tape and then they put it on the internet and bash the restaurant. So hey, you managers out there, you never know who's watching you when you go to a table.
Corruption!
Stand on your business, though. I guess if you think that they're doing something wrong, fuck them. Get them out of there.
This next story is wild. An Air India flight last week, 171, it crashed. Everyone died on board except for one passenger. One passenger escaped. Even 20-some people on the ground died. Out of 242 people aboard, 241 died, including all the crew, the passengers, as well as 29 people on the ground. But one man survived, and his account of it is insane. He says he just walked out of the plane. If you turn it, that's the plane crashing. But if you go to the next video, is of the guy basically explaining his version of what he saw and when he got out of the plane.
In the hospital in Ahmedabad, the lone survivor who walked away from Thursday's Air India disaster tells Indian TV he has no idea why he's the only one of 242 who got out alive.
Emergency door is broken.
Yeah.
My seat is broken.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping.
Okay.
I just walk out, innit?
Okay.
I can't explain. It's medical, everything.
Vishwash Kumar Ramesh said he was in window seat 11A, right next to the broken exit door, yet managed to climb through. But everyone else died.
That is some Final Destination shit.
Oh, man.
Look, I mean, dude, how does anybody survive that? You saw the first video. The plane just goes up, come down, boom. He says he said he didn't even jump. He said he walked out of the plane.
They always say that window exit seat is the best because you get the most leg room and you'll survive.
They're gonna charge a whole lot more money for
this is the actual video of him jumping from the plane. This was actually kind of a that's from Commando. I forgot about it. Thanks, guys.
That's hilarious.
Stop.
That was a video they put out of him jumping. On this next up is a crazy video of a protester that was hit by a car in LA at the No Kings rally. A car in the 5th and Hill Street, downtown Los Angeles, protest against immigration riots, and when a young protester tried to get in front of this car, and it ran her over, and it hurt her legs pretty bad, but she is okay now.
Ooh, I don't like watching that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah,
that
me
looks like
either.
it hurts.
Let's not play it again.
The incident has been classified as a hit and run. LAPD deployed helicopters to search for the suspects, but no arrests have been made. All right, this next one is Swamp Fights. A group of guys decided to trade punches in the water.
Yes.
Old Row Outdoors posted a video of a large group of guys on a river and in boats trading blows. The footage is something to behold here.
Whoa.
Come on, Vince. Come on, Vince. Come on, Vince.
Yeah, okay, bad move trying to get on their boat, Dick.
Come on,
Like,
Vince.
terrible fucking move.
Come on, Vince.
Oh my god.
What is going on?
The biggest fight I ever seen.
A bunch of shirtless dudes in small boats trying to beat the hell out of each other is so on brand for America. I couldn't even make it up if I tried.
You're right.
Man, there's a lot of chewing.
I wouldn't go back by that fucking motor. I'll tell you that. Looks like Louisiana.
Looks like a swamp fest there with a bunch of hillbillies.
Is that audio swamp?
I don't know.
Audio swamp.
What the hell? That dude just kind of walked off his boat. Like, what were you doing, son?
All right, we know that they're fighting over there in Israel and Iran. This is the moment that Iranian state TV got bombed. They got lit up during a live broadcast on Monday.
That's crazy.
Israel's currently carrying out massive air campaigns, and an IRIB news network was. You can turn up the sound.
What are you saying? Oh, that had to scare the shit out of that.
You could see up in the.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The strikes caused significant structural damage, ignited fires. At least 2 to 3 IRIB staff were killed, with others injured. All right, next up.
Do you think the guys who shot the missile were watching that show?
You guys are laughing about this?
No, that's
LAPD
terrible.
suspect shootout and unexpected compliment. When and where? In May.